The history and evolution of the cooler. The cooler has been around since 1951 and was invented in Illinois by a man by the name of Robert C. Laramie. On February 24th, Laramie filled an application with the United States Patent Office for a portable ice chest, and it was finally issued on December 22nd, 1953. In recent years, the Coleman Company has popularized the cooler by using a galvanized plastic, and their coolers are very high quality. And the CEO of the Coleman Company is Terry Coleman. Now I want to take a minute to talk about the evolution of the cooler. It's a very long and lengthy process, but in the end, the cooler that we have today is nothing compared to the original. Let's take a look.
Gosh. Guys, no way. No way. Guys, follow me. Oh, gosh.
Wow. Taffy. No way. We gotta get this. Oh, I'm smoking you guys.
The most recent adaptation for the cooler is the rideable cooler. It has a built-in motor and is ridden like an electric scooter or motorcycle. The only problem with these are they're very expensive. But there's many other options if you want a cooler and have a very small budget. Because let's get one thing straight, the rideable cooler isn't the only evolution of the cooler. That's pretty great. So, here's some examples. The coolest cooler, it's a cooler, it's like $500, but it has all the accoutrements you could ever want. There's a Bluetooth speaker, which I have plenty of those, so I don't need it. There's a charger, which I have plenty of those, so I don't need it. There's a blender. I think I have one of those, so I don't need it. And there's plates, which I have plenty of, and I don't need that. So if you don't like that, if that doesn't fit any of your wants or needs, you could just get a regular Yeti cooler. Those are about the same price, except they have none of those. Sounds good to me, right? Wrong. You're paying $400 for a Coleman cooler, basically. Which you get one of those probably at Walmart for pretty cheap. Let's check the price. Would you look at that? $15 for a cooler. And they're all under $100, so it goes to show what cooler company is the best. Like, what would you rather pay? $500 or $15? In my book, I'd pay $15. It's cheaper. Alright, so now let's go look at the what coolers are going to look like in the next 5, 10, and 20 years. So in the next couple of years, I think cooler designs are going to keep using this type of latch mechanism. It's like these two rubber things. Here's a picture of them, and basically, it's I guess it's a bit easier to manufacture, and it doesn't waste plastic like these Coleman coolers. Is the whole gist of it, I guess, and it also keeps it pretty tight in there. Because plastic could break. This is rubber. It could rip, but you're probably going to need a knife for it. So I'm thinking the new cooler in a couple of years, they'll come out with something like that. I'm sure it won't come with all the accoutrements like the coolest had. Maybe a charging thing, but that's about it. And in the end, you know, the feature cooler, it'll probably definitely be something. It should be a good price. I'm sure they'll keep it at a good price, around like $50, because that's what we really need, is a cheap cooler that holds up well over the years, like Coleman coolers, but uses less plastic. There you go. That's what I think the future cooler would look like. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm Brendan Colangelo, and this is my documentary on coolers.